Welcome everyone to Bhagavat Sravana. Thank you so much for being here. Hello. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. So, how do I introduce the speaker today? The speaker today is my favorite person in the whole wide world. He happens to be my husband. And he is the most amazing devotee and man I've ever met in my entire life. And he is originally from Kazakhstan, and he moved to Finland at a young age and spent most of his life in Finland and met the devotees actually when he was quite young, but then he joined a little bit later on when you were, 22, right? 22. When he was 22, he joined the movement, and he he was pursuing a professional photography career. He went to school for photography, and he is a wedding photographer and portrait and couple photographer. And then he moved into the temple, and he actually became a brahmachari, a monk, for 10 years, living in the temple and serving full time. And he took initiation from Bhakti Bringa Govinda Swami, first and second initiation. And he did many different services while living in the Helsinki, Finland temple, including traveling book distribution. He would travel all over the place and distribute Srila Prabhupada's books. He also did lots of samosa distribution to raise money for the temple, cooking the samosas, distributing the samosas. And then he did many different various services in the temple and eventually became temple commander. So he was running the whole temple there. And he was doing that up until January this year, when he transitioned out of the brahmachari ashram and had a graduation ceremony and decided that he wanted to get married. And then literally 2 weeks later we met. And then he very soon after moved to New York and has been serving here at the Bhakti Center in various different beautiful capacities, everything from building, maintenance, operations manager to teaching. And now he has, as of yesterday, started his professional career. Yesterday was his first day at work. And so we're very, very proud of him. He worked very hard for that, and he will continue to serve here at Bhakti Center. And I'm going to stop talking. He's going to speak to us today about devotee association, the importance of devotee association. Haribol!
Krishna, dear devotees. Today we're going to discuss the topic of offering respect as a foundation of devotee association and community. So it's going to be a Srimad Bhagavatam discussion, and before reciting Srimad Bhagavatam we reciting prayers. So those of you who knows, please recite along. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashaya Chakshurun militam jena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Tadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurum Shri Yudapada Kamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavam Sham Shri Rupam Sagrajataham Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padaham Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishangvitam Scha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. I'd like to ask you blessings of Assemble Vaishnavas so I can speak beneficially. Satisfaction of the Lord. So today's verse is Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, 25th chapter, 25th verse. You can recite together. Satam prasangam mama virya samvido bhavanti hrit karna rasayana tajoshanat ashapavargavartmani shradharatir bhakti anukrameshyati. It's one of the most famous verses of Bhagavatam, and this is translation. In the association of pure devotees, discussion of the pastimes and activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is very pleasing and satisfying to the ear and the heart. By cultivating such knowledge, one gradually becomes advanced on the path of liberation, and thereafter he is freed, and his attraction becomes fixed. Then real devotion and devotional service begin. The process of advancing in Krishna consciousness and devotional service is described here. The first point is that one must seek the association of persons who are Krishna conscious and who engage in devotional service. Without such association, one cannot make advancement. Simply by theoretical knowledge or study, one cannot make any appreciable advancement. One must give up the association of materialistic persons and seek the association of devotees. Because without the association of devotees, one cannot understand the activities of the Lord. Generally, people are convinced of the impersonal future of the Absolute Truth. Because they do not associate with devotees, they cannot understand that the Absolute Truth can be a person and have personal activities. This is a very difficult subject matter, and unless one has personal understanding of the truth, there is no meaning to devotion. Service or devotion cannot be offered to anything impersonal. Service must be offered to a person. Non-devotees cannot appreciate Krishna consciousness by reading the Srimad Bhagavatam or any other Vedic literature, wherein the activities of the Lord are described. They think that these activities are fictional, manufactured stories because spiritual life is not explained to them in the proper mood. To understand the personal activities of the Lord, one has to seek the association of devotees. And by such association, when one contemplates and tries to understand the transcendental activities of the Lord, the path to liberation is open and he is freed. One who has firm faith in the Supreme Personality of Godhead becomes fixed, and his attraction for association with the Lord and the devotees increases. Association with devotees means association with the Lord. The devotee who makes this association develops the consciousness for rendering service to the Lord, and then, being situated in the transcendental position of devotional service, he gradually becomes perfect. Lord Chaitanya, he describes 3 topics of Vedic literatures, and there's Sambandha, which refers to the relationship of the living being with the Supreme Lord. Abhidheya means the process of achieving the goal of human life, and Prayojana means Hare Krishna Prabhu. And Prayojana means the goal of human life. And Abhidheya, in this verse especially described, reveals how to execute devotional service, and Prayojana reveals the goal of devotional service. Let us discuss who is a devotee. A devotee is one who chants holy names even once. Once Lord Chaitanya been asked, Kuliyagram devotees, they came every year to Jagannath Puri and was asking the same question. So tell us, who is a devotee? And every year Lord Chaitanya was giving different answers. The first year he said, anyone who chants holy names even once, he is a devotee of the Lord. And then he described one who chants the holy names of the Lord constantly. He's also a devotee. And if you think about the word devotee, it means one who possesses devotion. And in Sanskrit it's known as sadhu. It means one who is seriously practicing Krishna consciousness, devotional life, spiritual life. And this is a quote from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. A person who immediately reminds one of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, is a Vaishnava. So third year, Lord Chaitanya gives the answer, like, even you see the person, you want to chant Hare Krishna. Means that is a most elevated devotee of the Lord. Like we see when His Holiness Radhanath Swami comes to Bhakti Center, or his god brothers, or other spiritual teachers, people become so attracted, and they come and they start to chant, following their example. Another description of sadhu or devotee, Suhrida Sarvadehinam. A true devotee is a friend of all living entities. And Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, in 9th chapter, 14th verse, always chanting my glories, endeavoring with great determination, bowing down before me, these great souls perpetually worship me with devotion. In what is the symptoms of a devotee? Titikshava karunika suhrida sarvadehinam ajata shatrava shanta sadhavak sadhu bhushana. The symptoms of a sadhu are that he is tolerant, merciful, and friendly to all living entities. He has no enemies, he is peaceful, he abides by the scriptures, and all his characteristics are sublime. You might be wondering why does every slide have Srila Prabhupada's pictures there? Because he is the real devotee. He is sadhu, and we are followers of the followers of the followers of Srila Prabhupada. Satatam kirtayantam mam yatantascha tritavrata namasatarcha mam bhaktya nitya yukta upasate. That's another symptom of devotee, is what Krishna himself describes. And you can go deeper into qualities of the devotees. And that verse describes Yasyasti bhaktir Bhagavata kinchana sarver gunas tatra samasate sura harava bhaktasya kuto mahad guna manorathe nasti tanavato vahi. All the demigods and their exalted qualities such as religion, knowledge, and renunciation become manifest in the body of one who has developed unalloyed devotion for the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vasudeva. On the other hand, a person devoid of devotional service and engaged in material activities has no good qualities. Even if you are adept at the practice of mystic yoga or the honest endeavor of maintaining his family and relatives, he must be driven by his own mental speculations and must engage in the service of the Lord's external energy. How can there be any good qualities in such a man? There's another quote of what I found very profound to go deeper into the subject. Why devotees are so special, to understand specific symptoms and qualities of how we can say this person is a devotee and that person is not a devotee. Kripalo krita droha satya sara samanidosh vadanyam vidu shucha kincha sarapakara shanta krishnaita sharana agama aniha sthira vijata satpuna mitabuka pramata manada amani kambhira karuna maita kavidaksha moni. This verse found in Chaitanya Charitamrita. And translation is: devotees of the Lord are merciful, non-defiant, sorry for my English, not defiant, throughoutly truthful, equal, faultless, magnanimous, mild, clean, without material possessions, working for the welfare of everyone. They are peaceful, exclusively surrendered to Krishna, desireless, indifferent to material acquisitions. They are fixed, completely controlling the six bad qualities like anger, greed, etc. They are eating only as much as required, without inebriation, respectful, without false prestige, grave, compassionate. They are friend, poet, expert, and silent. The audience, what is the most important quality of all this? Anybody would like to guess?
Exclusively surrender to Krishna, because if you do that, then all the other ones will automatically follow.
Correct. That's how all other qualities, as Champakalata Saki Devidasi nicely describes, they all follow if you surrender to the Lord. And if even the person develop all the qualities, if he's not surrendered to the Lord, ultimately it's not going to last till his next situation. He may lose them all. But if he devoted to the Lord, he actually transcends the material nature, and these qualities that become a part of his inherited nature, which is actually the qualities of the soul. But if the soul not surrendered to the Lord, it's again and again, it just goes again into material experience, life after life. But once we surrender to the Lord, devotee surrenders to the Lord, soul surrenders to the Lord, it can actually become liberated. Let's talk about respect, since it's our topic of discussion today. Respect means admire someone or something deeply as a result of their abilities, qualities, or achievements. And we offer respect to Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and all other forms of God, which is known in revealed scriptures. There are numerous unlimited names of God and forms of the Lord. We offer respect to saintly persons, sadhus, and Vaishnavas. And saintly persons are not only in Krishna consciousness, that means all the saintly persons which exist on this world. We offer respect to holy scriptures, as now we are within Srimad Bhagavatam, and there's other Vedic scriptures, but there's many other holy scriptures in the world, so we offer respect also to them. And the last but not least, respect actually should be offered to all living entities, and Vaishnava philosophy is about that we see the soul, we see the divine in everything which is movable, which is alive, and that's why it's could be respected. It should be respected, since the Lord is situated in the heart of every living entity. Said that showing respect is a basic foundation principle of civilization. So how we offer respect? We can offer respect with our body. Anybody would like to say, any examples of how we can offer respect with our body?
Prostration.
Yeah. Can we offer service with the body? Using our skills, abilities. We can offer respect with the mind. Anybody would like to say thoughts about how we can offer respect in the mind?
By glorifying them in our mind.
Yes. Attitude, and when we see a devotee, although basically when we see any living entity, but at least we have to be joyful when we see devotee of the Lord, especially should not crave and hold any envy towards anyone. It's of course quite a high level to aspire. And also words, which is prayers, glorifications. It's about ultimate respect. That the Lord is represented in everyone's heart is a fact, and therefore the highly advanced devotees offer his respects to every living entity, consider that the body is a temple of the Lord. And that is a quote from Lord Krishna in 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Even better than Vishnu, Aradhana means worship of the Lord, is to worship the Vaishnavas. Man bhakta uchavyaka. Krishna has said also that anyone who is worshipping my devotee, pure devotee, that is better worship than one who is worshipping me directly. We go a little deeper. It's called Vaishnava etiquette. It's a culture of Krishna consciousness, what we follow in International Society for Krishna Consciousness. This quote is from Chaitanya Charitamrita. My dear Sanatana, although you are the deliverer of the entire universe, and although even the demigods and great saints are purified by touching you, it is a characteristic of a devotee to observe and protect the Vaishnava etiquette. Maintenance of the Vaishnava etiquette is the ornament of a devotee. It was 1973 when the reporter asked Srila Prabhupada, so can you describe your follower? Who is the follower? And Srila Prabhupada said, the perfect gentleman and gentle lady. And you can find any faults. You cannot find any faults with him. So Srila Prabhupada set quite a high standard for us to follow. And let's go a little deeper. Association. It could mean a group of people organized for joint purpose. But what we do, association with devotees, what is that? Anybody else has any thoughts? What we do with devotees when we associate? How we associate with devotees?
We talk about Krishna.
Yes, correct. So we do hearing, chanting, and remembering the Lord. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. We also render service to the Lord, and when we do it together, it's much more nicer and easier. And there are 6 love and exchanges. Is anybody familiar what they are? Please.
Revealing one's mind, confidence requiring from others, giving gifts, receiving gifts, and giving prasad and taking prasad.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Keshwara. The verse is Dadadi pratigrihnati guhyam makhyati prichyati punkte bhajate chevas shat vitam priti lakshanam. It's actually the foundation of any relationship, but especially devotees practicing these 6. It's pleasing and wonderful and magical when it's done in proper mood. Just a few more verses. This Krishna says about how devotees associate with each other. Machita Madgata Prana Bodayantas Parasparam Kathantas Chamam Nityam Tushyanti Cha Ramanti Cha. The thoughts of my pure devotees dwell in me. Their lives are fully devoted to my service, and they derive great satisfaction and bliss from always enlightening one another and conversing about me. It's one of the key verses of Bhagavad Gita, Chatushlokis, found in 10th chapter. And this is like the essence of association of devotees, which is spoken by Lord Chaitanya himself. Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastra Koi, Lava Matra Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Siddhi Koi. The verdict of all revealed scriptures is that by even a moment association with a pure devotee, one can attain all success. I have a question. Who would like to describe what is mundane association?
It's you're having conversations or you're associating with people not about Krishna consciousness and not with Krishna at the center, but you're like gossiping about, and you're like doing the things that you're not supposed to be doing, or you're talking about like material gain. That's all mundane association.
Thank you so much. Correct.
And I think you could start elaborating on that, and I think it was the nectar of devotion, nectar of instructions for finding, and for, all these, which makes it mundane, because the other one.
It's true. Yeah, like politics and gossiping, like Rachel actually nicely described, and finding faults. And basically everything which is not related to the topic of service to the Lord, or the Lord himself or his devotees. What is a perfect association? Anybody would like to describe that? Please.
It's association where after we finish that association, we love Krishna more. So that association is when we're chanting and hearing and glorifying and speaking about Krishna and sharing the 6 loving exchanges. It should inspire us to go deeper in our devotional service.
So beautiful. Thank you so much. And as you see, there's some gap in between these two. Because it's like, is it always happening? Are we always there?
No.
So what we can do, we can associate perfectly. So we can strive to, as much as we can in our life, to increase our association with the Shabda Brahman, with a pure sound vibration which describes the glories of the Lord and his devotees. Like now we're doing this called Bhagavat Sravana. So basically we're hearing Bhagavatam, we're hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, and as a daily medicine prescribed by Srila Prabhupada, is we have to hear it every day, and as Bhagavatam describes, it should be actually nityam, means it should be done constantly. So practically means like we try to hear about the Lord every single day. Like people open the news every single day and check out what's happening in the world. But devotees of those also, they open the spiritual news. It's Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and read from there. And once we read them, we discuss with others. And even easier than read ourselves is associate together and just read and discuss. And that we go deeper in our taste and appreciation, and we make rapid advancement. So we can try to we seek for perfect association for those who are constantly doing that, like spiritual masters are constantly just immersed in Krishna's presence, and they're always remembering and glorifying the Lord. But we can, on our level, we can try to associate with others in the most beneficial way, for others and for us as well. Let's talk about service. This is a quotation coming from the Prabhupada from that exact purport what we just read in the beginning of the class. Service or devotion cannot be offered to anything impersonal. Do you agree or not? Yes, makes sense? Service must be offered to a person. Absolute truth is the devotees. And to understand the personal activities of the Lord, one has to seek the association of devotees. So this is logical line how Prabhupada described how we actually progress in devotional life. Because first we just can think about concept of service, because anyone is serving, basically whole world is just service industry. You name it, they have different names, but anyone in this world, they serve each other. And somebody can say, okay, I don't have anyone to serve. I'm alone. I'm single. I'm working online. Or I don't have to work. I just sit in my apartment and I'm happy. But do you have a dog? Or do you have a pet? So you're serving them. Even if you don't have any of them, you serve in the senses. So we always render some service. It's a basic foundation of existence. And general conception is like God is just energy and impersonal. So concept of devotional service is a little difficult to grasp. But once we understand that service can only happen between two persons, we start to understand the dynamics of soul and super soul, soul and God relationship. And to understand how it all works, we need association of souls who are devoted to the Lord. What is the result of that association? Prabhupada described. When one contemplates and tries to understand the transcendental activities of the Lord, the path of liberation is open and he is freed. And what happens? Our faith develops. One who has firm faith in the Supreme Personality of Godhead becomes fixed, and his attraction for the association with the Lord and the devotees increases. This is really like mystical thing which happens. More you hear, more taste you develop. And we want to come more and more to the Bhakti Center, to association of devotees, to gather more often and listen to morning class and listen to Prabhupada's classes. What he was speaking this exactly same day, December 3rd, 1966 or 1968, and we can find all these recordings and hear what he was speaking. Website called ISKCON Desire Trees. Please visit. It have all the archives of Srila Prabhupada and many other of his disciples and followers who unlimitedly describe the glories of the Lord. There's so much information. We will not have any time in this world to listen to all that vast of information. It's still increasing. The topics of the Lord are ever increasing, and the nectar of devotional service is ever increasing. It's like an ocean which is ever expanding. Prabhupada described faith in Bhagavad Gita's purpose, since that's what is developed through association with devotees, which are our foundation of which everything stands. Faith means unflinching truth and starting sublime. And list after that describes how our faith progresses. And first, Shraddha means preliminary faith or trust in that, okay, something exists. There is some energy, something we can call God, nature. People have some conception, but when we come to devotional life, we hear, oh, Krishna. Okay, I give it benefit of the doubt. Maybe he exists. But when a person comes more and more and associate with devotees, that stage called sadhu sangha. Means we start to make friends with the devotees. That's the secret of success. And next one, we start to do what devotees does. What devotees does, they chant the holy names of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And they render service to the Lord. We start to do what they do. And by doing that, a stage which is called anatomy vritti, our heart becomes purified, and then we achieve steadiness, and we achieve taste for these activities. And gradual attachment and love and pure love for Krishna develops through that. But what is interesting is all that, it's sadhu sangha, association with devotees is crucial to all of these stages. Whatever stage we are, we cannot do any progress towards pure love, pure devotion to Krishna without the devotees. It's like once we have friends with devotees and we associate with them, we cannot stop that. But actually our progress in devotional life will be how much we take association and guidance of the devotees. And more we love Krishna, more we love devotees, actually. Thank you so much. Sadhu Sangha means association with devotees, means association with the Lord. The devotee who makes this association develops a consciousness for rendering service to the Lord, and then being situated in the transcendental position of devotional service, he gradually becomes perfect. And we can recite it together. Trinadapi sunichena taroriva sahishuna amanena manadena kirtaniya sadahari. One who seems himself lower than the grass, who is more tolerant than the tree, and who does not expect personal honor, yet is always prepared to give all respect to others, can very easily always chant the holy name of the Lord. This is a quote about saintly behavior. Anybody likes to read that?
Actually, a sadhu, a saintly person, must be saintly in his behavior, sadhana sad achara. Unless one adheres to the standard behavior, one's position as a sadhu, a saintly person, is not complete. Therefore, a Vaishnava, a sadhu, must completely adhere to the standard of behavior. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that a Vaishnava, a person initiated into the Vaishnava cult, should be offered the respect befitting a Vaishnava, which means that he should be offered service and prayers. However, one should not associate with him if he is not a fit person with whom to associate.
So basically, this is the point. If we disrespect Vaishnava, Krishna will withdraw his mercy. And for us, it's very important to behave as a Vaishnavas and have a proper culture. And once we do that, we will be very careful to associate with devotees with most respect and see that first and foremost that we ourselves trying to become devotees, trying to become, as again you see every slide have a picture of Srila Prabhupada, so become his follower. I found these funny pictures on the internet about offering obeisances. This is a quote from Srimad Bhagavatam. The system of bowing the head to the ground to show respect to superiors is an excellent etiquette which obliges the honored guest deep into the heart. Even the first great offender is excused simply by this process. And Maharaj Parikshit, although honored by all the rishis and kings, welcomed all the big men in that humble etiquette in order to be excused from any offenses. And this is next level. As you see, Danda means a long road, and Bhat means like. Before a superior, one has to fall down on the ground just like a stick. And this sort of offering of respect is called Dandavat. And to conclude, Vanchakalpatarupyascha kripasintu cha patitanam bhavayero vaishnavibhyo namo namaha. I offer my respectful obeisance to the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord. They are just like desired trees and can fulfill the desires of everyone, and they are full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls. So today's verse was In the association of pure devotees, discussion of the pastimes and activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is very pleasing and satisfying to the ear and the heart. By cultivating such knowledge, one gradually becomes advanced on the path of liberation, and thereafter he is freed, and his attraction becomes fixed. The real devotion and devotional service begin. So, final words. Just before opening to discussion, I would like to read you something what we've been working on with my wife. On our day off, we usually read the Shastra and we write poetry. So there's a few poems describing the topic. Maybe it will be much better than this presentation. Let's see. Especially I would like to read the poems of Champakawata Saki. She's actually publishing the book soon. So the first poem is on that exact word, this verse, what we just read. And it's written by me. See the trees in the forest, every leaf and branch. Smell the flower fragrance to be fixed within. Devotee means joyful, one who worships the Lord. In their association, one becomes pure. Life is so precious every moment here. To find our way out, to separate us from the trees. To escape dark forest, great ocean of material cliff. To find path which is open to love, kindness, and grace. To wander alone is dangerous choice. To find real friend will bring divine joy. You hear? It's near. I hear them speak. This great stage is so near. Let's come to our knees. In this world of quarrel, we try to find peace. These divine creatures create a plan to fight with. Anger, hatred, envy, lust, illusion, and greed. These are the enemies which we need to face with. One stick is so easy to be broken apart. Unity brings strength and bonds with wise. Great souls who choosing to love the divine. A moment with them can change our lives' time. Krishna, the supreme lover, is so far to reach. He is also near, he comes to teach. That his devotees are more sublime. Worship them, serve them, your will be with the divine. Walking blind in the pitch darkness is tremendous task, but one who fixed in purpose can go very fast. To hear of Krishna, our heart become pure. To increase our faith, we need devotees cure. To separate the trees from the forest and see the beauty within. Be with the devotees, and surely you will win. And next poem is by Champakawata Saki, on the same verse, inspired by this verse. Ramananda Roy says that the only suffering is not to be in the association with devotees. My Lord, I pray to always be in the association of devotees. Please, please, please. The devotees are like bees, seeking the nectar of Krishna's pastimes. They put my mind at ease. Discussion of Lord's pastimes with them is satisfying to the ear and heart, and gives me the keys. To advance on the path of liberation, so with fixed attraction my mind sees. The Lord's name, fame, form, and pastimes, which is in prayer, brings me to my knees. And my real devotion and devotional service will begin, ending my material life with no peace. I cannot make advancement without association. I cannot understand the Lord without receiving devotee's dictation. Theoretical knowledge and study without the saints is my damnation, because I could lose myself in the impersonal conceptions, isolation. The Lord is a person who can accept my heart's creation. His form is infictional, that concept will only cause frustration. So in association with devotees, try to understand the Lord's activities. That is our foundation. And then the door is open to you for liberation. Please, my Lord, make my face fixed and firm. Then my attraction for the Lord and his devotees will increase and be long term. Jesus said, when my devotee congregate, I am there. So association with devotees is association with the Lord, which deepens my prayer. Then may I develop the consciousness for rendering service eternally. and being situated in transcendental devotional service. May I become perfect eternally. My ear, my heart buzzing, I want to chant and chant. This chanting will my heart desire grant. I'm so grateful for the devotees, my life's perfect gift. They lift me up and shift my mood and make perfection swift. My Lord, I only want you, so what do I do? I find your crew and talk about you, who was the most beautiful dark blue. Any questions, comments, complaints?
You talked about, oh, I'm sorry.
I was just waiting.
You talked about faith, but
Yes.
can you talk about how someone can lose faith?
Yes, by improper association. Like we had this mundane association left corner. So basically, why I put them in that order, that mundane association means brings us down, and association with sadhus, with devotees, brings us up. It's easy as it is, and when we disrespect devotees, the sole inner quality is to respect somebody, always. We always seek some role models, some examples to follow. And once we find faults with devotees, and ultimately with the Lord, thinking, something wrong with God, something wrong is there. And these devotees they're not sincere, something like that. Mind can do so many things in our mind, and then our role models is not anymore like Srila Prabhupada and great Vaishnava acharyas, Krishna himself, but it's somebody else. It's some rock star or pop star, some famous person, and we think this is a standard. That's how we should live. But if they're not devotees of the Lord, they don't have these divine qualities. So anger, greed, hatred, envy develops in our heart. And we not lose faith in terms of, we still have faith, but our faith shifts. We lose faith in the Lord, we develop faith to something else. We always have faith. Sometimes I'm thinking of even like walking the stairs or Bhakti Center, we have to have faith. The next step will bring you further, especially when you go in the forest, or like I've been living in Finland for so long time, and then you have to have faith that this ground, so much snow in the winter, that you walk in there that actually not fall in some ditch like that. So this is my thoughts. Is it make sense?
Yeah.
Thank you.
One of the things that you had also said in your presentation was that if we incorrectly associate with devotees, we can also lose our faith. Like if we make offenses to devotees, we can also lose our faith. If we you talked about respect, like if we don't respect devotees, seeing how beloved they are to Krishna, and if we, like, it's possible, like Raj was saying, what's mundane association? It's like getting together with people and gossiping, right? So if we get together with devotees and gossip about other devotees, it's like, is that devotee association or is that mundane association? It's actually offensive. And if we do that, then we can lose our faith. Like, we have to be so careful in the society of devotees to respect devotees and to associate with them properly.
Thank you. Yes, please.
What are some of the gifts that, as a devotee, you would expect to receive or give what defines a gift in Krishna consciousness?
Krishna consciousness is a gift. So anything related to Krishna is so easy, like anybody can make cookies, isn't it? Or simple sweet, or tea, or fruit. What could be easier? What could be easier than the fruit? Even easier, what Krishna described, patram pushpam palamtayam, water. Even water. You offer water to your friend. It's easy as it is, but if you offer that water to the Lord first, you offer to Krishna, become prasadam, mahaprasad, and then His mercy, prasadam is mercy, you give it to your friend. And it's the gift. So best gift is mercy of the Lord. So more you can give, the better. And now it's December. I don't know how much people are familiar, but throughout the whole world, devotees go in all different ways. They try to spread Krishna consciousness in forms of books of Srila Prabhupada. So it's so easy, like Champakala Tasaki, she was in Brazil some years back, and she took whole 2 bags with her, and 1 bag full of Jolly Hall Paradanath Swami books, and she just make friends with the people there and just gave them as a gift. So there's so many forms and ways how to like share it, and it's described most sublime gift is knowledge. So if you can give people knowledge, even like send them link to this is nice class, please listen. Or come to Bhakti Center. We had this nice workshop or nice guest coming and some nice discussions going on like that. So, is it making sense?
Yeah, it does. I thought it was always defined as one thing, or like one way to do it. But of course, it's vast, and again, it's the center of Krishna's mercy.
If no other questions, I have another poem. I can read by Champakala Tasaki on the same topic, going a little bit deeper. The poem name is Who Are the Devotees? Based on another verse of prayer of Prahlad Maharaj from 5th canto. Would you like to hear?
Yeah.
Okay. Who are the devotees? Such magical saints. Who are the devotees? With their prayers, a beautiful world they paint. Who are the devotees? They fulfill all desires. Who are the devotees? Taking shelter of the lotus feet is all that requires. Prahlada Maharaj is such a devotee. So what does he pray? Prahlada Maharaj is such a devotee. He prays that envious people find the true way. He prays that good fortune spreads throughout the universe. He wants to change all the people who are averse to Krishna's devotional service, because that is the way. To the envy that exists in our hearts slave. Living entities can become calm by practicing bhakti. And if they practice bhakti, they'll get a special kind of shakti. That shakti to think of each other's welfare. When we look into another person's eyes, may we deeply care. Therefore, let's all engage in Krishna's service. Worrying about our own needs will only make us nervous. So let us remain absorbed in thoughts of Him, and then we'll become calm and in transcendental love stream. Prahlada Maharaj does not ask for himself anything. He only prays for others, including his father, the demonic king. How can he do this? His needs forgetting. He doesn't have any needs because Krishna's love he is getting. And when a devotee receives Krishna's love, he is satisfied. He doesn't need anything outside because he feels Krishna's love inside. And then instead of looking at others thinking, what can they give me? He thinks, how can I give them real glee and help them to see? That the only way they'll be happy is to serve the Lord who plays the flute. Serving this Lord who supplies the most juicy fruit of pure love of God and service forever. The service provides us with the absolute treasure and unlimited shelter. O spiritual master, help me to be like Prahlad Maharaj. I want to realize that only thinking of myself is my spiritual life's sabotage. Help me stop meditating on my desires and help me to realize that true compassion requires a deeper level of prayer for others and the knowing that all living entities are our sisters and brothers. I know what I need to do to develop this mood. To pray for others daily is my task, I conclude, and to practice meditating on how I can serve everyone I meet, and then to, in action, serve everyone I greet. Not as a ritual or mechanical action, but an intention of the heart which increases my attraction. For the lotus feet of Nanda Maharaja's son, for he is the Lord who loves everyone. Love for God manifest in the world as compassion. May developing this compassion become my passion. It pleases the Lord not to in isolation pray, but to go out into the world to give the people Krishna's every day. And yet to have something to give, I need to feel Krishna's love in my heart. So for this reason, early in the morning I start to chant Krishna's names with a burning desire and cry, for the Lord of my life, to my heart occupy. To know Him and see Him and love Him is my obsession, so that the love I have received from Him will to others be my life expression. I can't pretend to be Prahlada Maharaj. To think I'm so advanced would only be a mirage. But I'm progressing towards His mood by praying like He does, and reading His pastimes and begging my spiritual master to be like Him. Because I know this is what pleases the Supreme Lord, and I pray that eternal service to Him will be my reward. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. I think Arati is soon. We can have one question, if anything is there.
I have a question.
Yes.
What if you unknowingly offended a devotee, and how can you repent if you've made a mistake but you don't know that you've made a mistake?
That happened to Rupa Goswami. Such a wonderful question, Raja Lakshmi. Thank you so much. Once Rupa Goswami, he was in deep meditation on Lord's pastimes. He was chanting holy name and actually seeing Lord's pastimes. And something funny happened in pastimes. Krishna did something, and he smiled. But he smiled like in his external body, in his physical body. And that time happened that one devotee who has some deficiencies, he was walking near. And Rupa Goswami, he's in deep meditation, not seeing what happened, and he smiled. So that devotee thought that Rupa Goswami laughed at him, like making fun of him. So that very moment, Rupa Goswami's meditation stopped completely. And he was like, what happened? He tried to, again, to go deep, but not happening. And he started like taking his heart and like questioning, did I offend somebody? Did I did something wrong? Why I don't have taste? Why holy name doesn't reveal me name for pastimes, activities, qualities of the Lord? Why does it happen? So he consulted with his teacher, one of the Goswamis. He said that you should conduct a feast, invite all the devotees in Vrindavan, and one who will not show up, you will know. You did something to him. So this devotee didn't show up. So Rupa Goswami said, oh my God, I unintentionally offended that devotee. So he went to him, and how you repent for offenses, as we had in today's presentation, you offer your obeisances. And with a proper mood, humility, and just begging for excuse. Yes.
I I've also heard that oh yeah. Never mind. Just kidding. Gopal Krishna Prabhu ki. So we can move the mat. And we'll ask Joya to lead us.
Shri Gopal ki jai. Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Keshaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namaste Saraswati Dev Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshakarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Chaitanya Shri Advaita Gadadhar Krishna Chaitanya Nanda Shri Advaita Gaura Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama Krishna Paparamhamsa Paravajikacharya Astotra Shatishmaris Vangrace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnu Paparamhamsa Paravajikacharya Astotra Shatishmaris Vangrace Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Prem Se Gaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai Prem Purushottam Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Ki Jai Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Gopinath Shyam Sundar Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai Mayapur Navadvip Dham Ki Jai Shri Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadri Devi Ki Jai Ganga Maya Ki Jai Jamuna Maya Ki Jai Tulsi Devi Ki Jai Bhakti Devi Ki Jai Kali Dharma Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai Your loving Lordship Shri Shri Radha Modi Dar Ki Jai Shri Gaura Chandra Bhagavan Ki Jai Shri Narasimha Bhagavan Ki Jai Shri Guru Parampara Ki Jai Kali Dharma Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Nitai Gaura Premanandi. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the divine lotus feet of Shri Shri Guru and Shri Govardhan.
La coming today. Yeah, this happens every Sunday. Please come. Next week we have Sri Prahlad speaking. He's back from India, which is amazing. And so please come next Sunday. And just an FYI, a little bit in advance, we have this program every single week without fail, except Sunday, Christmas Eve, we are going to cancel. And Sunday, New Year's Eve, we are going to cancel. Because nobody's here. So, but then we'll be back. So please stay. We have a beautiful lunch served for you in the back. And I just want to give a big round to our production team who organizes the production side of this event every week. Akeshwara, Raj, Jenna, Nick, and others who may be in the back. But just a big thank you to them for doing this beautiful service every week. And if anyone ever wants to help them, just go see Nick or Jenna. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.